Kufuado Babe Kasa COVID updates number 23. Enti Ghana mampani ye Nyinsen Ne Awoɔ ebeto aso.
Fellow Ghanaians, good evening. I came into your homes on 17th January to give an account of our COVID-19 situation, a situation which, per available data at the time, was not good. To this end, I appeal to you, my fellow Ghanaians, to help contain the spread of the virus by respecting the protocols government had put in place. The hope was that we would begin to see an improvement in our case count as a result. 2 weeks on from that address, the situation is even worse. As of Friday, 29th January, 64 more people have sadly died over the last 2 weeks, bringing the total number of confirmed deaths to 416. Our hospitalization rates are increasing, with the number of critically ill and severely ill persons now at 172. Our hospitals have become full, and we have had to reactivate our isolation centers. Our average daily rates of infection now stand at 700, compared to 200 2 weeks ago. The total number of active cases has more than doubled, from a little over 1,900 2 weeks ago to 5,358 currently. When I delivered update number 22, 13 out of the 16 regions had recorded active cases. Today, all 16 regions have active cases. Indeed, Greater Accra, Central, Western, Ashanti, Eastern, Upper East, Upper West, Volta, and Northern regions are the hardest hit, accounting for 94% of the total number of active cases. In effect, fellow Ghanaians, we have a lot of work to do in coming to grips with the disease. Given that recent studies show that the UK and other new variants are being transmitted within the population, we should all understand that our current situation could get very dire if efforts are not made, both on the part of government and by you, the citizenry, to help contain the virus. The analysis continues to tell us that the spread of the virus mostly occurs in indoor confined spaces with poor ventilation, where people are talking, singing, or shouting without their masks. The imposition of restrictions on our daily routines helped in reducing the prevalence of the pandemic in the country. And government has been left with no option but to reintroduce some of these restrictions in order to help save the situation. I know these measures in the recent past were unpleasant, but over a period, they resulted in a favorable situation for the country. We have to return to them. So, fellow Ghanaians, until further notice, funerals, weddings, concerts, theatrical performances, and parties are banned. Private burials with no more than 25 people can take place with the enforcement of the social distancing, hygiene, and mask-wearing protocols. Beaches, nightclubs, cinemas, and pubs continue to be shut. Our borders by land and sea remain closed. all workplaces, public and private, must employ a shift system for workers, in addition to the use of virtual platforms for business or work. Conferences and workshops can take place with all the appropriate protocols. However, I encourage the use of virtual platforms for such engagements. Restaurants should provide takeaway services and should, as much as possible, avoid seated services. The National Sports Authority and the Ghana Football Association should ensure compliance with the 25% capacity rule in our stadia, with spectators respecting the social distancing rule and wearing of masks. To the revered leaders of our religious organizations, that is our churches and mosques, I entreat you to enforce to the letter the protocols relating to attendance, i.e. the 2-hour duration, 1 meter social distancing, mask wearing, use of sanitizers, and the presence of Veronica buckets, liquid soaps, and rolls of tissue paper. I note that since the reopening of our schools 2 weeks ago, we have witnessed only few reports of cases among students. I appeal to school authorities and teachers to enforce the guidelines provided by the Ghana Education Service, and I urge the Ghana Health Service to continue their surveillance at the schools so we can contain any reported cases. As we step up public education and enforcement of the protocols and public gatherings, let me also state that regulatory agencies will undertake random checks to ensure conformity with these rules, and the security services will be tasked to enforce them. You do not have to be arrested by the police before you wear your mask. Your workplace should not be closed for non-conformity with the protocols. If there's no urgent reason for you to be outside, please stay at home. Each one of us can help to contain the spread if we continue to practice the measures of social distancing, washing our hands with soap under running water, refraining from shaking hands, and wearing our masks whenever we leave our homes. These measures must be respected by all. I urge you, my fellow Ghanaians, to continue to pay attention to your health, improve your fitness levels, and eat our local foods that boost your immunity. Should you at any time feel unwell or exhibit the most common symptoms of COVID-19, such as fever, dry cough, tiredness, please report to the nearest health facility and get tested. COVID-19 tests are free for all Ghanaians at public health institutions. If a Ghanaian citizen returns a positive result, the cost of care at isolation and treatment centers will be borne by government. At the 58th Summit of the Authority of ECOWAS Heads of State and Government, held virtually, it was agreed that the cost of the COVID test for inbound ECOWAS nationals be pegged at $50 United States at the Kotoka International Airport. The cost of the test for non-ECOWAS nationals still remains $150 United States. ECOWAS nationals and travelers who test positive will bear the cost of the mandatory isolation and treatment. Ghanaian nationals, however, who test positive upon their arrival into the country will have their isolation and treatment costs borne by the state. Fellow Ghanaians, in update number 21, I indicated that Ghana is set to procure her first consignment of the COVID-19 vaccines within the first half of this year. Since then, a lot of work has been done towards the realization of this. Our aim is to vaccinate the entire population with an initial target of 20 million people. Through bilateral and multilateral means, we're hopeful that by the end of June, a total of 17,600,000 vaccine doses would have been procured for the Ghanaian people. The earliest vaccine will be in the country by March. The Food and Drugs Authority, FDA, will use its established processes for granting emergency use authorization for each vaccine in Ghana. As President of the Republic, I assure you that only vaccines that have been evaluated and declared as safe for use in Ghana will be administered. Government will continue to monitor our COVID-19 situation and will remain resolved in ensuring that we are able to return to normal daily routines. I remain hopeful that if each one of us embraces fully the safety protocols and we continue to put our faith in the Almighty, we will emerge strongly from this pandemic. And Rianom, if Ibra minimo kasaya no, na ochimi enu ni yare no eyi huba fa na efa nipa misramo mo bi anfa yare no ndi agro mundi sise no so ni titio mo se mas no eno ene beboye nyame me oti enyone ni kanya wie hela efe gbeye ekemen yawa ni panify moko ke hela akashwe nye yamlano ni titru maso no bab wawo. My faith in God tells me that this too shall pass, for the battle is the Lord's. May God bless us all in our homeland Ghana and make her great and strong. I thank you for your attention and good night.
Mampani Adom Kwakufuado ana yakwakwotene nka no ntino mindia wutie me jaswo den na ye panimu ye hye nose mask no ye sha eno no wankasa dwene won kwa ho nti asam no so de mampani aka no 2 weeks ago no ba no bekasa yare ne fa na efa nipa chia na echi nipa ya dofo papa bi na de wo moko ti mampani akasa say party o wedding or funeral after 25 2 hours mo wie no bia akọ nti so wakọ ba biem 2 weeks time na se asaje ane anhwa ye nyina ebeto mu nti mo miye ni na ho ne nyina mo ye ho ban schools nso oso mabo mo ho modern few cases nti Ghana Health Service a teacher for adwumayfo bia nya na famu de ne nyina mfa mo ye ho ban na man twema police and chewansan wa we wo nose mask no hye nti saa ado a wo bedo obetega tema prakuro no mu nyina momye niso na yade no ade betimi dia we ne no ane se ye hohoro ye nsansuo ne samana ne ya hye max mampani se didi ye ne entretre yapom eno ano no ade kakra we umpese obeye ye loke won hye dem ansa odo misro momye niso ne nyina ye mo ye ho so man ti mampani kasa ne one ye ka ye no eno maboni nyina atofa e de amawo Adom 106.3 FM yada so share live e wo Facebook dia nani yentoa yenkomoso ene cesarean session anase CS ma ekwa wo yeso a obi wo ho a obefam saa awo no bedro no yes we de gise yetwa wansan ne yi akora no enne mayo no bi nso aba no so ankasa optefo yebeye ni CS eye normal CS wo ya wie ne ho complications no to say na ye ne enua ba bi a wono ye ni CS edi nkomo or share ne story odo yentie ne mra na Dr. Benedict Afari enso ye gynecologist wa ha na fe waboa ye ne adi ho nkomo ne ahwe ne yesi ebi mo after CS no enye betema wo mo sa mientie ye nua bai ne mra sesi en free ha mo wa ha dada nyankopon enhira mo ye de mudi no beto ho na mo nhye e ma afoforo nso enhwe bi Any award na wutie wa Adom 106.3 FM a Endpoint Homeopathic Clinic afa hoka yede ebro yentimra. Yes, ana wana woy.
Me pacho yes.
Yes.
Me pacho.
Na wana wo opte for ana say doctor ne kan.
Oh, doctor ne kan na emergency CS.
That I say ukọ antenatal ni nyina no. Yanka say CS.
Me pacho dabi. Yeah, you okay. Until that I walk me am call hospital. Omu try scan omu say omu ta kola no ordinity never but enke so hwefem that na we nani chesro intina nya dia metimi awo.
But all this while ukọ we scan na bibia you okay until
okay.
Day na ukọ delivery no mom ene teneye. Inti ehọ na feel net say.
Initially one doctor man can say na eko because no hope senka o man time kakra nka obetimi ateni. O
ma time said time na wona ka wono na ye delay kakra.
Na ye hwe na omugusu hwe me. Because child scan na chombe check heartbeat ni na but no nka hwenkyere me say bia.
Ni na o labor mu awa kan.
Na me o labor na me o paint mu contraction na course bibia until later kana o sambe check here no na dilation no enko stroye ansa na offer o my friend my husband by na or say this is the situation and the only option is CS. It's, we should think about it na yenshe. It's another okay na anye in the 1 minute kana my husband smart midwife ako kacha ni so ye be CS no because na ma wo labor mo ache.
Nti ye kan na ehwa na wote ase na esuro bia ni mo first timer wote sa no na etesai.
Oh, the training I made in CSD I say obi ampe met mechanics obi ampe but edru ho na obedwe nkwa ho first eno na ebe boa me dia any why not intimation say my life is at risk na akola no so ebre ono so bi o hye no obre intino me de okay no de monsieur say eno na ebe boa me dia why not
ntina de na ekoso otim yesiesie ohun no de na omo ye de na wo ka.
Oh, yes, it's another. See, because not in some me ankata me call. And see, yes, and I'm and see, Miss Nico is CSC Biana. But apart from that, na me another person who na me free, not just say.
Now I break.
My break.
And see, then who ye? Yes, and then who ye?
Yeah, me call ye. Yeah, me call to her. We have injection bio which nya there nti omo ye na obisa me say me ma me nice so like do I feel my legs na me still no it's nice to say you paralyze it nti me man to be bia tell say ye akola no but na along the line I say me nikum but me catch am so menda
okay
na I'm a female shede mu wa na ye de me ba be kire me so akola ni
okay nti na chasa on na ye ba won te de ekoso wo body nim
da bi man te hwe
na afternoon so ye yi akra ni wie na de biem na si ye
aye ni wie no de mu han say ye ma me so de me to your friend is saying some stretch out then na ye de me call recovery ward.
Okay.
Inti still ana menteshe wo me naimu like masene de na menteshe. Inti ye de me call ho na I was started say de me. And I would de me yesa me kataka na ma no so na me do ice me say mama nkasa. Fi de na sko mu de me. Na mo si o mi ntumi no mo nsi o sisia. Inti ba wo de me nde hu kakra che me because Senana, I want them is ada. I want them and then me munina like me was swankasa. And that was the only time I who can crab me. after we know me beeping so cold, so but doctors need midwives no. I'm gonna try mom injections, drips me in Ruana. I feel ebe normal.
This community de wono ya mo anum nso da be ne ma onum nso.
Okay, sada no omo maami edru. Nti edru no omo de maami no omo maami bottled water ni ti no 2. Ten omo de maami. Omo maami nso bi abi.
Edru no mom bottle ni ti. Na omo ma 2. By no problem feel for nsuo ni bi afede na wa you okay.
But no mo so mama me to me no mo nsuo.
Till when?
Me kind.
Okay. And they say oba no wanya say?
Oh, to say 11 months.
11 months. And from that time now be pim ne no bibia you okay and now experience bibia as anya normal bisa.
Okay. I think for the first 3 months me nya me easy. Na terrible. But me bisa obi na asking doctor be no you is because me were labor chair. We say esmo say we book for MCS no akoye and no pain no bad way no. I say or see me tissue to say then no abre ansa na yesan akotwa me. Into the pain was extra. It's me pain is na I don't know, it was the way till I think after 3 months, I'm okay. But you want I want me say, emuya me ya kakra ne jai, emuya me ya kakra ne jai. And open a meeting I can say so far a week kakra, but apart from that, no, any
problem. Yeah. Now after 6 years, what me boy yem said a normal delivery for born yem no.
Me bought life one. Me nya 3 months na me mama say Obama but me ya me ja no sue me yinjai. It's better to me fu be kese a metina the sense say Obama bi akoye me. Nti me wo we bia me de bo but emu nye den sa.
Okay.
It's a light one.
Oh, and no better. Obi or her young girl be a fin or call no so first time maybe or no be an country born one a pair CS no ebi anko no normal delivery but ono se bia o se na se be kese na bi visa wo de wo wafemu wo hwe pa obi a ono no nye doctor na se wonye CS but ono an so ono pe CS o pe quick ana bebe wo betimi advice sa for no se de wo wafemu kakrai
say one kasa betimi a wo dia you know the natural process now go pon and to say if complications be any ho now any problem be obetumi out there I think is the best apart from said doctor because well me yes but me say all natural one now you go through labor contractions near the but we are me short a pain no excruciating to say CSDN because CSDN fine I won't say but there 3 days after no pain not there and you won't be the same you know won't mean yet to be our natural bed it's always now pan and it's a doctor say it be a complications being yes and quad dear and I made my advice to say natural bed no is the best.
Nyinsen Ne Awoɔ enu se onka sanwie no na wanya wo na no anduro aboso me kwankwantuo ebu won sensem bebre ebu yare ni mu amane wuro ti afia mankwata maklo when Nyinsen Ne Awoɔ enu se onka sanwie no na wanya wo na no anduro enti kwasie danwomre bia radio no na Nyinsen Ne Awoɔ Apono Wajino Radio Nona Adom Nyinsen Ne Awoɔ 106.3 Radio Nona
Tiafo mame mamu nyina jo na mensa mo akwa aba famra Adom 106.3 Nyinsen Ne Awoɔ what ye nuaba no experience na wa share no mehu se madofo bi nso asende wo mo de se her shoes ebia pepepe enye bete na Pokua 101 was ye elective CS na minim se ye wo call ni elective wo CS mu hey bro any emergency CS said ye nuaba ni edi nkomo no wow Dr. Benedict Afari. Wado na beboa ye na wachire ye elective ne call CS na ma bre too much. Na akwa confirm. Chese e ma hu problem too much. Dog afi yen share afi shapa. Na e ma re kokra o. Chese me dwen kra me hu de adai na ma hu ne ma bebre.
Mo special.
Na so mo treat esa.
You bet you to me.
I feel I'm better. Yeah, am I bread too much?
Remember, ni be nyade, but ebinum so.
Oh yes, ebi more because Bema be Facebook fear man kwata maklona. Ne dia wode eba ye no say my experience is that it made me love my wife the more.
Yeah.
Yes, nyako Atobra Francis. After no hu ne yire di ofemu no. Odo no more. Nti yes. And especially member omutie Nyinsen Ne Awoɔ me tu chema wo omo yade omo like the way do omo ho ahyem buta questions no na minim se nka mampo na be fred do ba show we so no yetimi attest se member no frepa busa more questions nyame hwamo enti free here share live on Facebook Adom 106.3 mon share Ruth Oben Yaboa any other team members mon share na enem komo no e was say obia TB emphasize dem endpoint homeopathic clinic na da romantin yenya san komo ya yedi ne nti ne endpoint ni sa woso wo chena de pa bi chi ene a yenko ho free scan na ekoso ema no ene mema no on say ye cancer cervical cancer ho asa mesrew ema machine ya use de awowa ya check it one check na se kokram bi atoho a be 10 20 15 year na hye ebe yini ho adi na eku mesrew ade etime prevented ye ema ne nku ansa to de enko endpoint na free screening na oye no so ye bi na mema no so nye won prostate no free no yenso ye nya bi eye endpoint 0244 867068 dog me samu akwa babiem
ye nia
ka se CS ana cesarean na eno eye dia
okay enti cesarean section and a cesarean delivery eno ye kwan a ema no omufa so a yetimi ma omo
okay
nti ye natural one vaginal delivery and ye cesarean delivery nti ni nyina ye kwan a yetimi de wo
okay
na won se na ebinum bobɔ no ebinum ho mo de na ye elective chese ye plan
okay
na yakwaya mom
no na ye elective
na ye elective
okay.
and na ye emergency and no na plan
oh okay
but awo no account na nyoma nko yie no
okay
nti to save the mother
and a child no
or the baby or both
okay
na just ya mom
ye nua ba no de no ye emergency
okay
yes,
emergency
okay
good
okay nti no any types of cesarean no
yes in terms of either say time a ye be ye no nti ye were two
okay
elective any emergency
okay it is a yemfa elective na ebre bay na ye hu se we de e was ye any CS oba eba antenatal
good into fa elective cesarean section na ye wo ade friend say indications
asensudie bi
nyoma bi a yes ebe ma ya aka say okay wo de no you be more your operation right from the word go nti ya na your planning or delivery no elective for no emergency for the planning into indications na your baby no indications the baby no because of baby nti be ma wa ya operation na ma and your mother no
okay
and your mother no baby ni nyina together into baby no side so baby no so say also usually 4.0 and above especially on mom woda no
okay
so we baby no so sana eno no you be planning cesarean session elective one amount so dia baby no
me dog okay nti ben am decide say like we elective because binim say bia ahyase no na bia complication bi wo ho but say bia wo ye hwe no say akra ne wait nti a na say no kwa bia na ba ni mo dada ebre pote ba ni take side decision no wo elective CS
into decision in the most of the time no from 36 weeks echo.
Oh, okay.
Okay. From 36 weeks echo na your plan is okay. Wo delivery no ebe cesarean section.
Okay.
Ebinum kra o ha because omo indication no ewo ho da kra no right from the word go no petimi ka say wono sa wo time so a ebe operation amount.
Okay.
But most of the women by 36 weeks there you be decide is okay. You be cesarean section amount and say ye nyama.
Okay.
And a cesarean section ankaza so ye pese ye 38 weeks. That's about 2 weeks before our expected date in the best one.
Okay.
Not just yama because at that time no ye nim say baby no I am matured.
Okay.
Outer
okay?
problem behind
okay.
Good. Into some of the elective indication baby no side no.
Okay.
And another one is me fan say mother no ya operation that especially ya 2.
Okay.
That the sure banker say wo third delivery no ebe cesarean section. Omo maye operation back on there sometimes yetimi mo omo ankasa wo.
Okay.
Say almost satisfy certain criteria bi a set here omo ankasa timi wo. Nti omo no ye ka say vaginal delivery after cesarean section. Nti omo your friend VBAC. Nti ye try labor no mo. Nti no wo ho. And ebinum wo ho by the fact say omo ni pedua no. Nti in terms of baby no say ebi a baby no apart from so no sonda yi obai mu me fan say transverse line and now oblique line and so betimi amayakoye operation and I say bia baby no wa yehu certain abnormalities to say bia ne ti so and I say bia ne body part ni be there's a problem and more join it together different conjoined twins and baby see be more deformity be friend spinal bifida.
Okay,
it's your mochi almost say they can't go through delivery and twins twins and not triplets na first one end that year.
Okay.
And also my book you for cesarean section.
Okay.
And these are some of the common in terms of the baby. But what come mother say mother no say ebia fibroid kese eda baby ne be fana ye betimi ama why operation.
Okay.
And ebia mother bia why operation da na another complication abeka ho to say bia BP say diabetes sa nyom ne nyina beka ka ho betimi ama yakoyo another operation.
Okay. Okay.
Then say a combination of mother no ni baby no complication to say bia ye wade be friend major placenta previa to say echira de no say be wasro no e wo form it right from the word go into no nya de be jama wan kasa wako an say betimi aha.
Okay. Okay.
Into these are some of the reasons why you betimi ayo an elective cesarean section right from the word go.
Okay. It is here the ba emergency ones no so a no so ya de na esima emergency.
Into emergency one for the baby side and one of the common is fetal distress.
Okay.
Once a fetal distress say baby no ne home name ne home and I say I was through and I was form a bit me am akoye operation because say you try and have bit me baby ni bit me o.
Okay.
And mother waba awo so ye hu say moje tu no.
Okay.
Nti when you ade be a friend abrupt show say you hwe na say baby ni your life nko and e bit me arashi akoye operation ama. And I say be awo na kan enko so the way say continue delay bi bitimi bem. I said during Adebe friend in the first stage of labor no say why was in be 4 centimeters that active labor period no say labor in progress the way be kona a bit me am my operation. I say I wouldn't know to mean be and I say it be all right but baby need to mean sunny the way I'll be sunny now.
Okay.
A bit me am your operation and no be so na baby no size no na see ho no space ni ho the reference no kefalos pelvic disproportional and also sad no is here a bit me am my opinion to her omo ye emergency CS and most of the time no I dey say baby no home no and I say labor no ntimi nko obi wo kro timi kwa kodu last end ntimi mpushi ebi a baby ni ti so ntimi ma na baby no the way order no onda ye nti esa na ntimi mba obi wo ha awo na beka na che nso na baby ni ntimi mba out nti edu sa pepenso ne dey say itimi eye operation na yehi baby no na chese baby no waton mother no so no waton. Yeah, so these are some of the indication for the
Nyinsen Ne Awoɔ na wutie Adom 106.3 FM said the kwasi ada nwumre bia ye de bremo wo mafiefie mu no ye da sese na wonso age bre ehwe wona wo Facebook nyame hwramo megidi ye said the doctor afari kanyina no ye tie na ye hunu said ye ho nsam no etie wo mo aye bi da na afia mankwata maklo wo Facebook Obaha Franklin Kwao Tete say fia I witnessed my wife during delivery and I must say my respect for women increased from 100% to 200. And yeah easy. And yeah easy. No. Now Agnes Buffo say please ask why the CS car itches so much after many years. Again, whether the chronic back pain has anything to do with anesthesia. To be informed is the best thing before making the decision of CS. Dog, mini pay Agnes Dieng. Or say, yeah, number be a okay, for many years. And a back pain, there's a chronic back pain.
Yeah. Into each, you know, sometimes a minimum experience that because healing no take place here, you know. Hono kuchana ebeda hono scar no. And yes, sir. Yeah, obi ohana scar no say so. We say binimu naturally say omuhu kutwa bi ba ho ayekese very big scar. Interesa na is a bit itchy for some of the women. And now chronic back pain in there, I wouldn't say because of the CA, because a lot of research has shown say no enye bibi obi ohana naturally, you know, in terms of growing up, the posture and all those things, you know, and I contribute to you know back pain. But when say most patient no say why operation dan kwan de bibia sinanse ho na chi ho na but enya sad enya operation
na Helena said she bisa say how many times can a person do CS?
Yes, that question a lot of people ask.
Yes, maybe a person will be ma
the enemy say once operation they won't mean yan be forever.
Okay,
and so be a person will be brave there na operation no it's not for you. In a sense, say be an indication bia ni ho say ye be operation and say wo kon ho.
Okay.
Enti for most facilities no we yet 3 year yempese obeto aswaye.
Oh, okay. We yet 3 year. Is it dog baby ye twa na hwa na say 3 na wo hwa korona na ye twa?
Yes, most of the time na hwa na ye twa. The reason is say yentwa hwa na ye twitwa multiple places scars bebre bewo we phone so.
Oh, okay. Nti na ye twa baby cross on.
Nti bi obi wa ye operation be tren so hwa scar no kra won shut down. Sanity.
No be say please can one have 4 CS?
Yes, so once in a while obi wo ho ba be 4. Obi kwati me be 5.
Hey. Na advice away.
It's not advisable, but ebinim wo ha I mean, no matter the counseling or the bema mono, once any immediate life threatening to the health there, but we see say once now will be about bonso wire for that. Then will be our the 5th one, will be our wire 3rd or no 4th one. Once in a while, but most people no umunya do 3 pena omuja.
Na ayi obi di abaha I mention maybe so poku say I'm in Israel for 13 years so I'm in pain every month. CS also no yes so 13 years they be or pain.
Our advice say onkono mo for you na bia na bibi fufo na air course santi onkona omo mano. Yes.
Okay, Mami Musa Amponsa Maxwell say ask the doctor what could have caused a woman to go through second cesarean session after the main session.
Okay. Inti one of the reasons why yebema why another operation after first one just be a baby fufu abeka. For example, say I operation that na say o second pregnancy, the baby no swan.
Okay.
You be another operation. Any other complication a bit me but to say be BP beka ho, diabetes beka ho, ni nyina ma your operation. Baby nda year so a bit me eye operation. Into once I one in there. Even do bit me I one but in no be beka ho pe e be ma operation. Because I na risk be.
Then automatic say ya your first and the chinchina was second.
No. Into a person amount 40 as I say obi o higher no first operation but second one on my bit me
wonya how bia or chima se honte e bi etwa ye no
there be only indication but the other thing me person me stress and say obi o ha because of that nti ya ka say oh yeah your first operation but bibia beka ho say your another operation that is mu dwendwane nti obi o ha ye money date ni kra oma not fie or train up say I want can na wa bewo. But sometimes risk or because I would no a bit me a pie, no ma baby bit me sisi nti na advice mo say because doctors nanka the specialists no so we need indication anya dia e be kase be your operation nti yakase oba be your operation that indication wo ho nti yesro mo say kase bia e be your another operation na won ti ase am yen cheche mu na ti ase because it's for your health.
Okay.
And for that of the baby.
And Facebook, Adom 106.3. And the questions and auntie, I'm a dear cramming Musa, but I'm okay. Because I'm only a woman. No more banty. Nana, your son, person said, please. I want the doctor to come again and this time explain well. Why does the scar itch that much? He didn't answer it well, please. And then now kochane muke kasa menko mudi ntimi hunu about mu se muke kanwa kasa dey na muye wo ho muja wo ho a ekeka too much sir
yenja bibia ho and I'm say because scar na forming no it's a reaction to the fact that scar no wo ho nte esa once naturally ebinim wo ha omo that tendency to form very big scars into omo need those big scars in there now they don't have those issues but omo has scar forming in there because of certain interaction between where the scar is and the body. Sometimes I won't say a honor cry to me fu because the baby had a ye we need to know a friend bikini won't say you're trying to such a way so share even bikini cry and show.
Oh, okay.
Good. Into that same place now yeah baho sweat
I like what the corner say no.
Good.
Okay.
Into that place no nyoma bebre or I mean the hair is there sometimes sweat and all that into interaction in na koswa a bit me manake ka
no beba madofo am wo Facebook meba mo hono mo questions na ba wo de yento so na wo mo nso a entimen sending to me enye no mo so anya opportunity atie wo mo nso nsem bia nko mebusa doctor sha no so say Nyinsen Ne Awoɔ kwasi adanwumre bia no ngoche ne atena se ne edi nkomo na this year no ya plan say ye fa topic bia ye bebubum na nka wo say me ne doctor starting in but don't worry ye beto so ye be fa reproductive system no ne ahwe reproductive na nka ye aba be yes so that obetse wo body na say say sa na ye ba be ye no ye fa topic bia ye nyansi wo because topics ni bi wo ho a asa ya na wo say ye to so ba ye apani ye jasi ho na but this time no ye pese ye kwa mo bia nya ne de wo story na say topics na ye be treating but we de ye famu ye be shada ye reproductive na fe ye hu de ko dog mfa ye mfa cesarean section procedure so
good Inti every surgical procedure be answer now be start no your the preparatory phase no into of course I say it mean who at the kunti a yakoy operation and the first one then ye who sa no I say catch the bakwa operation in this case mama no na ya church was okay because of this and that reason inti I say your operation and after that na I say was signing at the BFN consent form no I say paper be a legal document Emma ye who say okay when I walk your operation you because of this and the risk involved in na e was so na put the one side so betimi assign or be sign wontimi sign would one sabetimi obetimi obi o ha wontimi in the only position to do that biana the relative husband or a relative who is present who then and a doctor now no so be sign good. Now apart from that no say we better talk in terms of the drugs and all that good. And I saw who anesthetist. Okay. And usually elective cases in there, but more who anesthetist. Oh, okay. No more so much show and make sure some are fit for operation. And no more be some year before.
Anesthetist no omuna ye hwamu.
Omuna say koyo operation be wo chipani no.
Okay.
Aha.
Enye wachi nkwa so be koyo operation bia no. Good
koyo operation bia. Nya even your pan sometimes say bia na ye be wo a drug be fa veins me be ma wada omuna omo yes ani manema nyina. Nti omo so be take you to make sure say we fit. Obi o ha na say ni moja no ya building up na ekosro kakra. Obi o be ka say so wo buy so dey moja ba all those things na say yeah because your person bibia is safe good inti ISI iwie ni nyina no ye be ma wo date no for elective for no inti most of the time no ba beda a day before your person will ba relax because enye easy inti we yes ade we ni nyina good inti on that day no you be taken from your ward to the theater. Now, of course, your baby reassurance, nina psychological preparation in your baby bia kama. Nessa mo prepare also, on the drill besha unsa, on be you as say ho, on the if anything rubber besha was say nina kama. Then finally in there, you do go inside. Aha, and you do go inside there. I mean, obia or doctor no or anesthetist, scribe obia or then the procedure no. As a team no ho. Good. Obia ya ready. Okay, obia ya ready no. Obana or da ho no. Minim so mo ni dio onidi oba ho na because me ti obi die say ebia echina e na obekọ a me say nne. So didi 4 say enumere 4 and one say na CS 4 mu ni di. Normally elective for no omo ko elective CS ya catch omo say we do last meal in the evening na me fan say bia we did last around 8 o'clock PM good until did we are on did BM till the morning. The reason is say person keep we no as free of food as possible because anyasana in the heat of the moment no ubetimi afefe o fear ubetimi aspirate into person keep or intestinal system no very calm. But omo a emergency ne de omo no obi antimi and decide say bia wo no this time na be kwakwa na into even those people no cry even though the risk is there your mom ndro bia e betimi reduce day na no that day na emergency good your mom ndro bia e betimi ama vomiting no na sefo ni nyina brass because or table no so not status of fear no so e be my problem it's not elective aduan you for CS normally your mom fast overnight that's how we call it like aduan be no o hwe omu die be you normal food no mu dinner your last meal for the day enye bibia we say pregnant women no mo different from other patients and into more intimi cancer we so staff no because sometimes in the night combat meal do mo was already so we are a bit careful with them into day number ho ama drip ne bibia make sure say o system no is stable o BP ni nyina bibia settle down na anesthetist na be ma o eduro no awo chipa ne won say na lady no describe nti your operation da won ti pain no because you nam from bibia ye phone no down nti pain ni de won ti won say wonan be eduro dure be ka che so wonan no aye kakra ebeba na ye baby no na normally no because mother no we are awakening to be who baby over confirm me baby in sex ne bibia then we will go on to sew you up if I should use that word into your cost steps into skin no you making incision I was skin so na ya call so subcutaneous layer and so na you could do awo na nkasa awode no so e betwa ho wi a na the unsensuo na wa akra no I say membrane bi nteno so ye be pai then ye akra no sometimes akra no bi wo ha ye yi omuti first obi so ha ye de ye ne nan first na wa ba out
depending on position or no down
okay nti ewie sa na echira de no so ye be yi
okay
nti yi echira de ni wi na awode na ye be pam nti e pam awode ni wi na other layers na
you try ye ni na
good pam ni nyina
how many layers ansa na wakoto baby no
was it
layers ni ansa na ye baby
about 3-4 layers
yet was an man it was an 4 layers ansa moto ya wode na gi akura
good and you baby number out nti obaga na ya pam bibia ye ya dress kro no kama now we'll take you back to the recovery ward then we are done. You say you bema be kasana or hunt. There are times say the men come to witness. Not all cases though. Not all cases. Yes, there are
normal
cases.
Delivery
There are cases to be you try and I just saw easy because sometimes we try the blood that will come out. But to me bohuma no cry to me collapse yeah.
Enya easy. I don't for Emma bread too much. Emma bread papa. I don't see Nyinsen any award jumedia ye die. Sebeya obeda ho na Nyinsen no kra ba. E sansa wutie show enti no before bedu hospital no. Unnim ehun ayi bi kakra. Nti ye purpose ye di sa jumedia ano no. Ye pese ye te maternal death so emme kwa wo yeso emma ana akra ne ma ana maame ma sa de ne de ya. Sa wo di obi ba wiase ne nam so nti wo afiri mo no de eno ane ye mbota nti sa wo pese wo du oni ye wo support ye na odo adenti na ni kwanse wo behwe ana wo betie ye e Facebook ana Adom 106.3 na mon share na obi antie enkomo ye a ene ye die yemi phone lines no ho ene time no ekopa bia na mo question ba kumienu bi nti wo de utimi efre eba na mami musa after ye no recovering so at say
yes so usually with the main issues in say pain especially say anesthesia na in minds has spinal anesthesia na aware of most women feel some pain
but what ya no okay
but I know you make provision say mom panie draw at specific intervals just to make sure say it's pain is conform and sometimes be na vomiting be abemu sometimes bleeding be into that time ni nyina na machines so I check initially check every 15 minutes we stable kakra na about 1 hour 2 hours 4 hours into be monitor for the next 24 hours into the following day no na then you start say obenante start sips the friend of sips no
yeah say tea say lifting
yeah something like graduated just say we starting kaka but you ready now was starting no mo and now was they encourage say nante because one 19 tema obetimi develop clot or nine moon and answer for into encourage say someone 19 yes yeah
yeah somehow na de na so come de omokura me sister yi ken so come de no akoma no edro mienu bi na ama so come na edro ti na say
so that mom ice no mo dey for mo take one so kakra so say the way is clear for them to start sips even this no say
because yeah kon one me any di yeah na ya wi nyame ado ya wo fe ho afa ba say jade no kondo bi die
yeah sometimes person be fe do no mom sometimes mom vomit but usually after 6 hours na ya na we ni clear kakra some bit me start sips obi so ha 12 hours but obi o ha the situation no just say twen so kakra nti ye hwese bia ne yemu nyoma na start ye adwuma then we are safe to let her start sips on other fluids so say obitimi edidi
okay to see a patient bia be hospital for how long
most places no for 3 days
okay
yes most places but a bi or be a second day depending on the situation obi so what mistake akra because e bia na other issues bi wo ho
okay
but yes said there by the third day if there's no problem, you should be ready to be going home.
Okay. It is your coffee. Yeah, you won't normal. No. CS4 omu coffee. Yeah, na eden omu situation to say so that say mother be 8 year na ne ba na se ya ni CS na fearful no how omu be handle obi otisa.
Nti omu moye CS no. We advise say omunya supporter is good. Okay. But we also don't say because of yayo CS and menya hwe, especially you should be active. Say be a onante or call washroom and all those things, because usually initially with the first few days yeah my own jare auntie just some pepper home kakra but ubetimi atna si ubetimi anantia ko washroom sa enyoma na ye but enka say ko page nyoma na nasifo no and because say unse etwa wo ha no nti what's nasty for long hours won't say pain into no yeah advice say you don't have to sit for longer. I hope you have to recline now so that pressure never into a few for some more in terms of caring for the baby, because on what's nasty chair, they are in so much pain. So
no more plan, what bread? Yes, so
they need a lot of and I know sometimes Emma among from some CS because so we know we need that kind of support into be cool through a lot of pain into obo CS ground person but most people omunya the help omunya support your mom enough painkillers and your form antibiotics and as for na recovery process na much better.
Do mami musa we na mimi phone lines no 0302216562 0302216562 now so be our questions ba ku mienu bia na ye musa fa emma na Betty Lutrot say please want you to ask doctor for me after went through CS. Don't know whether the we dog a year no, but could be dear how say why do some of the doctors forget operation tools in the stomach after the operation? What causes that? Nana mam ponsa. The question I would abandon.
Yeah, so
dog try not to mama na men pick calls no. Ne da say. Menya first call our humano so. Odo me mo ajodo ba Nyinsen Ne Awoɔ so. Ne da say now free here numere.
Achekia.
We kwa papa bi mami tie o.
Papa people o pan the doctor na o tie.
Ekwa na wo phone no ben one too much nti e to kasa no.
But so tell me. Yes, see obey you be CS. But o see yes see ye CS na ho on so better. Makasa nti pese doctor so etan kasa no ti no.
Okay, and a doctor be kasa nti onko so nti na ho odin bia so nte. Ya nyen so e bia bibi foforo besi. Ya da se papa apakua. Ma yemfa ofoforo so ahoma no so. Odo me mo adwodo ba Nyinsen Ne Awoɔ so.
Good evening.
E jo so ma me na ofrefri here nwumre.
Me free amount from Kaswa.
E da se. Me nti o.
But na me be say doctor say me was 44 years. Make me a will be man.
What was saying?
My woman no.
And I open back aka ho.
I'm a firstborn. I was 21. And I second born was 15. I'm problem.
Okay. Yo. Na didn't now pass also will be.
I'm couldn't be.
Another na mo chess. I said there's an quiet in them. Kafra. And a dog be ya no mama. Me da se papa. My info for Francois Humano so do me mo ajodo ba Nyinsen Ne Awoɔ so. Hello. My dear. Oh, fache me pa say. Ade no me mante won ka fache me. Let me say my say your for Francois e wo so. Odo me mo ajodo ba Nyinsen Ne Awoɔ so. Okay, so yenya obi ade a na yebema dog ato so ayi nsemfo akakra na aba no amaye. Dog mpacho
Okay, nti obi say aden yeah operation e ja nyoma bi
e shenkofo ye mu
eno no the metimi aka no say enye deliberate sometimes e bia na in the course of the operation no instrument na for no counting no ankoso nti hasa but nanse no anytime you operation bia you go through some safety checklists. Make sure say all the instruments, all the packs, everything has been accounted for. Because of that, it reduces the incidence of that.
Don't me das mama san ko ahoma so. Odo me wajo do ba Nyinsen Ne Awoɔ so.
But me just to sister via. But so if me abu me free tema.
Yo yenti o.
Me pato concerning CS no person me bisa doctor say me ira yibina. But so me say 2 months ni. Na me person mu say e be taking how long sana be fit obetimi aye ni normal ejuma.
Because ejuma dey iremu ye iremu.
Pe pejani amane am.
We CS dey un pejani omo.
Ni me saba me say mu say be taking how long sana ya obinya ho.
Oh, ejuma mpamu di ejuma na normal ejuma.
Debi say obeye ni ono anga se na ejuma said ye say oye fu promoting de pejani ama ni ade say mu say.
The first time ni ana.
Me pa chewa.
Okay, dog be ya normal. Me da say.
Me pa chewa.
Ofo from so ahoma no so. Odo me mojo do ba Nyinsen Ne Awoɔ so.
Me pa to me jo so.
Me da say now free here nyumre.
Me pa to let's go for the trade fair.
Yeah, jina ye kakra online mu twitwi. Ma yenti o.
Yo, me pa to me just pan ya plenya no ma ho kana. Nyankopon ande dom kana. Me pa to myself the doctor ni say. Found there improve so kusafim kuna.
My dear, online mu nya kra kafra ye back why yente o kasa no fa cheme. Aha, emu nye yeteba etwitwa saa nti wo de safra ye mbiem why ya me nshraw. Menye ofofro nso so. Odo me mu ajodo ba Nyinsen Ne Awoɔ so low radio no ma ye nkra sabe ya bete wonka.
Membe
O me hu so feedback na ba ha. Yo yentie we.
Ampato sadno to wonni obuafo a wontime ye ni pano. Because me number we nepa awo bisa mame aho chirepa nyasenku.
Yeda se papa me emfa ofofro nso ahoma no so odo me mu ajodo ba Nyinsen Ne Awoɔ so. Yeda se ne de mo line si mu nya kra me enti o ne gina yie maye.
Okay. Yeah, I check them do. Paso. Me we
Odo radio no ntia ma ye feedback yente o kasa no. Why ye pa cho. Enti we de omo frɛ ni a no ma twom ho kra because ebi o na wo man hu but still signal no kɔ ho nti na ma feedback. Mr. Mo, wo de dum no kra ne tie wo phone no so. Why? Me en for nso. Odo me mo ajodo ba Nyinsen Ne Awoɔ so. Me pa cho me mo ajo. Odo me mo ajodo ba Nyinsen Ne Awoɔ so.
Me pa cho good evening.
Ejo so. Now didn't baby afraid mfi.
Me pa cho this. The kasasi de.
Yo yenti o.
Me pa cho na ya yes in no. Na me sa se sa na me wo san se se. E na me ko wu bi ma e de tinya ba se. Me a make me awara.
Of ya CS ni ya oba ko pe. Mienu. Okay. Dog be ya no dia ma why?
Me pa.
Ya da se last call ni ne ye fa no yin. Odo me mo ajodo oba Nyinsen Ne Awoɔ so.
Yo, good evening.
Good evening, ma'am. Now free here nyumre.
But you mistake ya pedra.
Yo yenti o.
But you me operation room for fibroid. Na which me yef fuma kesi. Me de kwa me sheda hu. Wo mo ka sheda nka we bia sanchi me no so. Mbisado.
Eza wo yefu na ye kese.
Me yefu asle no ay kesi na.
Aye kese ti se die bia wonyima na bibisa.
Okay.
Ba wo konso enye Nyinsen o mo nka hwe.
O si Yes, I'm saying coach came up with a stand baby. I'm saying just a me who may want to sway kiss.
Maybe dog bebo na we ya no mo yeda se papa yemfa yen callers ni si ha na na mo questions bebre ye the number no beto ho na echi woni dog edi nkomo na ya hwe o how bi e wo ho so dog mi samu akwa ba aha yentie ya yetie for questions
questions em say ba could be o say we operation a wo wa hondin so beti but no em say woman answer say na hondi and so empty bibia ya okay and obviously 44 years so person has obitimi awo oh I want obitimi awo any problem just that ya na bia na naturally no there ontimi nti bia say assist no
okay
nti obisa no ye be assisted reproduction amano nti it's very possible obviously how say so your operation how long and obey return to the normal work. Usually by 3 months the wound would have healed and you are fine until you go back to work so okay and obviously see to why operation too that until next delivery there obviously a operation and there be ma one kasa wow
okay
and obviously so why fibroid operation I realize say na ya se wono epija until most of the time na ya na abdominal fat but and our scientists those people no say encourage them say more exercise diet and as for nti a better come then it will be flat for them. In terms of the other ones in the intimian go through
lines in the na you vacuum birth.
Yes, vacuum no but omo ya omo operation dan there omo go through the vacuum nature say I wanna can we could do last stage in the second stage in an bia ahonde ni ni ho no wa say be 10 no yetimi use it a machine no e de twema
and after the ahonde ni wo de be push
good especially omo muntimi push no nti e de bo mo
mo de so akra ne he
niti
hey, nanya effect be on so.
No, effect be any.
Vacuum
especially ye nyama nkra na omunyi ye no.
So we kwa dey awo no
dey good. Pretend for the use sad okay. But 10 babies work up to that stage na mother na bi ontimi pushi ye na yetimi the bomb.
Hey. And dey ya somehow CS delivery no was side effects.
So yes, so once every surgery there effects for especially ubetimi bleed.
Okay.
Ubetimi nya infection. And once e ko ho ne there ebia ebetimi akotwa ebia baby kakra ebia mfanse blood no ana se nti sa no ma nyina ana sa problems na ebetimi esi no.
Okay.
During the course of the operation no. And no nya document say betimi esi nti sa no man wo betimi nya infection bleeding betimi esi and injury to ebia organs around baby awode no wono ni nyina timisi nti these are some of the problems associated with the surgery.
Abu Safianu was sister Fia, good evening. Please, my wife had cesarean 2 months ago and it has not been easy for her. I would like you to ask the doctor whether it's normal to experience waist pain and back pain after cesarean. And I will also like to find out how long will she be fit to go on her normal duty since she's a trader. When a friend nana.
But similar,
by
3 months.
But about no says waist and back pain.
No. Normally, what happens? I won't say after delivery because I saw tenacity, a breastfeeding baby, no, and as for no, and then I did a lot of the back pain and by especially so one tenacity year, and a 10 hours with bunimu, it brings a lot of back pain. But CS in there, once make us what's na one here, you feel a lot of pain, lower abdomen or yes. It's some more shade the way on what's good.
Okay,
very important.
I don't know listen here. Also, mine wasn't CS, but it kept long in labor. So when the time comes, I couldn't push because I was tired. So the doctor used vacuum machine to support me. And after that, my stomach is growing bigger. So please, doctor, help me. What can I do? I've went to hospital for checkup. Nothing have changed. You're free. So
the phone growing big in there. So you exercise.
Delivery, no. Okay.
Yeah.
Mommy, yeah, Koneduni. Or see, if your mine was elective, and I had severe headache for a month. It was not easy. My boy is now 4 years, and I'm afraid of having another baby.
Yeah, and it's a headache in it. Post-spinal headache, especially post-spinal headache. I'll be to me in your side because say we na so peja utina. But I no cry your ways of dealing with it. You can say you have to drink a lot of water. You take in foods that contain caffeine. Sometimes a certain level painkillers, but we do a certain procedure friend we put patch. We do a blood patch for you, and it's able to solve the problem.
Questions pending. Kofi Abroko and you say good evening. My wife's navel and lower abdomen deformed after CS. Could there be a reason for it?
Sometimes a pneumonia infection, they tend to have that problem. If there was infection after the operation and the wound got infected, after healing, finally healing it take place. I won't say it's not as it used to be.
Yes. Forever.
And usually with time, everyone say, if there's another opportunity, I bet me a refaction and be a man. Okay.
Yes. My final one was Facebook. Now, a Japan Miracle Joyce on favorable cervix and pre-eclampsia send me to CS.
Yes.
Can I get pregnant again?
Yes, definitely she can get pregnant and even go ahead. Once a pre-eclampsia and unfavorable cervix, and then something it may repeat into be or her, even though when you that's condition my operation man. She could even deliver herself in the next pregnancy. Any problem.
Questions in the door. So Beatrice, a friend of mine still complains she has wide vagina even after going through CS. Why that?
Oh, that one I don't think it's related to the CS because in a way, no, it been CS because someone say. Yes.
Dog, Breno, Kokra, and no community. I make us this year, Yamea Domoa, Yaberna topics, no
good.
Ye Faba, ye Conessa, not as in Caesarean, but reproductive. Now, a manner from head to toe, as ye study your system, no,
definitely.
Now, we are a body type and a hour a year. To my young friend, Doctor was 0266 808941. 0266808941. Now, more questions. Bia meant me a Musa, dear one so person Busa. Dr. Benedict Afari, now on a Edim Como, a gynecologist. Intino, a man no problem bia no doctor near no just say, or best rest adiatro. Mr. And in names our soul. Young friend, endpoint was 0244867068. 0244867068. Now, young quiet free scanning, a man and memma, way a free, no more coher, maybe a problem be or dear, no honey a show. Nti ano de ya hye so yada endpoint homeopathic clinic as papa so guso aso yasene se enkomo we yeni ne brebia manage wo ho wo share yen wo Facebook wo share ye comment like ye nyame hwamo Adom Nyinsen Ne Awoɔ health page no so nyame hwamo e wo WhatsApp ho nyame hwamo papa bidi afia amankwa tamaklufa sedama Dr. Shani Akwa already producer mabna duho amankwa nyame nso nhira one mofra no onyamo kese no onyamo kese pa producer extra wa ye adwuma na nya ho benefit sa na tie sa de pachi ene nkwane ahoden e wo hɔ a ye be hia ye da